And we are back here on the GSMC Baseball Podcast, bringing our second segment with lights. Yay! Woohoo! I think I fixed this problem, but if not, I'm going to be changing rooms immediately after this stream. I do apologize again. This does not happen often. I thought I'd fix the problem. It did not happen for a few weeks, but happened now. So, yeah. We're going to be recapping the NL games of yesterday. So, we just did the AL, so it's only fitting for the NL. So, let's get straight into it. So, the first game we have is a rematch of the 2015 World Series, Royals and Mets. This series had been tied, so one of the teams looking for a nice series win against a good opponent. Scoring would be tough to come by, as it would be a pitcher's duel all game with Cole Reagans and Jose Butto. But in the bottom of the eighth, Harrison Bader would hit a RBI single to score Pete Alonso to make it 1-0 Mets in the bottom of the eighth to give them the lead, of course. This was basically a swinging bunt, so a really nice job by Bader to leg it out and get lucky, I guess. Brendan Nimmo would then walk with the bases loaded to make it 2-1. So Mets would, of course, take the lead by 2 there. Edwin Diaz would come in for the save. He would give up a solo home run to Vinny Pasquantino to make it 2-1, but would not crack after that, getting the save for the Mets and giving them the lead, giving them the win 2-1. As I said, it was a pitcher's duel. Cole Reagans went 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, no 1 runs, only 1 walk and 8 strikeouts. So a great start by him. I mean, this guy has just been truly incredible since coming over to Kansas City, so hopefully he can keep going with it. For the Mets, they, of course, had Jose Butto on the mound, 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, no 1 runs, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts, a .75 ERA in the season. The Mets already said he'll be getting another opportunity in the major leagues with the major league teams, so, I mean, that's a great start by him and a great job by one of their young pitchers to come through there when the team really needed it. Sorry, we do have some kind of breaking news here that I just want to touch upon that I am seeing right now. Legendary Yankees broadcaster John Sterling is retiring, apparently, calling a press conference on Friday to announce it, according to Andrew Marchand, who is one of the better guys involving the industry stuff with baseball. So, John Sterling probably retiring soon. One of the greatest announcers of all time, one of the greatest radio announcers of all time. Growing up in New York, I listened to him a lot, so it is very sad, but he was getting up there in age, so I don't think it's that big of a surprise. But still a sad thing, and I think I'll be talking about it more on tomorrow's show, most likely when we hear it's official, so if we do get more confirmation. So just wanted to put that out there because I did see it, and I didn't want to forget about it. So there we go. For the NL now, another game we have is, again, continuation of the Battle of Pennsylvania, Pirates and Phillies. Bottom of the third, Trey Turner would open up the scoring for the Phillies, making it 1-0. His first home run of the season, finally hit one. Has had a really rough start to the season so far, but hopefully that'll make it better. Top of the fourth, Jared Trujillo would steal second base, and Andrew McCutchen would steal home. So a successful double steal here by the former Philly and Andrew McCutchen to make it tie the game at 1. Trey Turner would hit an RBI single to score Johan Rojas to make it 2-1. So, a really nice game for him today, for yesterday, and hopefully Phillies fans are hoping that it'll be a bounce back. Then the big blow would come on the top of the sixth with a Jack Swincy grand slam for the Pirates to make it 5-2. And then a Joey Bart solo home run in the same inning, a second of the season with the Pirates to make it 6-2. A pass ball by JT Realmuto would make it 7-2 Pittsburgh, and an Andrew McCutchen solo home run would make it 9-2 Pittsburgh. So after a rough start to the start of the game, they open it up. They end the game with some great scoring and just a great job by them. That was also Andrew McCutchen's 300th career home run. So a big congratulations to him, one of my favorite players growing up and a definite legend of the game. So, very congratulations to him and a great job. Next we have, for the NL, we are going to be having Braves Marlins, a really exciting game here, battle of NL East teams. Top of the second, Adam Duvall would hit a sacrifice fly to score Matt Olson to make it 1-0. Bottom of the second, Brian De La Cruz would answer back for the Marlins, hitting a solo home run, his second of the season, to make it 1-1. Top of the third, Ozzie Albies would hit a RBI single to make it 2-1 Braves, and Matt Olson would also hit an RBI single in the top of the third to make it 3-1 Braves. Top of the fourth, Adam Duvall would hit a solo home run to make it 4-1 against his former team, his first of the season as well for the Braves. Top of the same inning, top of the fourth here, Ronald Acuna Jr. would hit an RBI single to score Michael Harris II. Bottom of the fourth, Jazz Chisholm would hit an RBI double to make it 5-2. So Marlins attempting that comeback against the Braves just a little bit. Brian De La Cruz would then hit an RBI single himself to make it 5-3. Bottom of the fifth here, Luis Arias would hit into an RBI, would hit into a double play, getting an RBI technically. You don't get an RBI in the stat sheet for a double play, but would make it 5-4. And then Jesus Sanchez in the bottom of the sixth would tie up the game, making it 5-5 with an RBI single. So a great job by this depleted Marlins team to answer back and tie up the game against this great Braves team. Then in the bottom of the sixth, Nick Gordon would hit his third home run as a Miami Marlin, making it 7-5. Sorry. But the Braves would answer back as Marcell Ozuna would hit an RBI double in the top of the seventh to make it 7-6. And then the big blow would come in the top of the ninth with our Marcell Ozuna 3-run home run to make it 9-7 Atlanta. So a great game here, just comebacks after comebacks, lead changes, all that. Two NL East teams, not really rivals because one team is significantly better, but still a great baseball game. It's still a great game to watch. For the Marlins, they did have Jesus Luzardo on the mound. 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 5 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 7.65 ERA in the season so far. Not what you want, of course. I mean, he definitely has to pick it up. I think the Marlins are counting on him to be a big trade piece at the deadline, so I think he wants to pick it up and the Marlins want him to pick it up. So overall, just needs to have a better season right now for the Marlins and needs to just be better for them. For the Braves, they had on the mound Charlie Morton, who went 5 2/3, giving up 7 hits, 6 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, 1 walk. So the strikeouts were good, but the earned runs were not. So, yeah, not a good start for the Braves here. Not a good start for Morton. Not what you want. Just overall, not a good start by him. He is getting older, and he needs to pick it up for the Braves now, especially with the Strider situation, which we're going to talk about in the next segment. So, there we go for that. The next game we have on the agenda is going to be Reds and White Sox, a battle of two Central teams. Top of the third here, we had Christian Encarnacion Strand opening up the scoring with his second home run of the year to make it 2-0 Cincinnati, and Heimer Candelario would hit an RBI single to make it 4-0 Cincinnati. Dominic Fletcher would answer back a little bit in the bottom of the fourth with a RBI single himself to make it 4-1. Then Lenny Sosa would reach on a fielding error by Jake Fraley to make it 4-2. Top of the fifth, Nick Martini would continue his breakout season with a 2-run home run, his third of the year, to make it 6-2 Cincinnati. Then in the top of the seventh, he would do it again, hitting an RBI single to make it 7-2. Tyler Stevenson would an RBI double to make it 8-2 Cincinnati. And Christian Encarnacion Strand would hit an RBI single to make it 10-2 Cincinnati. So just an amazing job by this offense to come in clutch. Sorry about that. Had to turn off the audio button as I was sneezing. So, yeah, we're back though. In the bottom of the seventh, Andrew Benintendi would hit an RBI single to score Paul DeJong with to make it 10-3 Cincinnati. Then Gavin Sheets would hit a sacrifice fly to make it 10-4. So White Sox trying to come back a little bit. It would not matter as on the top of the ninth, Jonathan India would hit a sacrifice fly to score Nick Martini to make it 11-4, where the game would end up staying. So a great job by this Reds offense to come in clutch and just have a great overall game. Yes, it is the White Sox, but they had Michael Soroka on the mound, who isn't a horrible pitcher. I mean, he was not good. 4 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 5 earned runs, 6 walks, 4 strikeouts. So the walks are the biggest problem for him right now. I thought he would be a good piece coming over in that bummer trade, but he has not lived up to it right now, and has not been good. So you definitely need him to be better if you're a White Sox fan and you want him to show anything so he can be a long-term piece on this team. For the Reds, they had Graham Ashcraft going, who went 5 2/3, giving up 5 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. So a really great start by him. Yes, it is against a bad White Sox team, but at the same time, it still is a solid start. And you can only beat the teams you play, as I've said a few times now. So still a really good start by him, and still something that is a good sign for all Reds fans. Next game we have is Cubs-Mariners, an intra-league game. Top of the first, we would have Cody Bellinger hitting an RBI single to score Seiya Suzuki to make it 1-0 Chicago. Then at the top of the fourth, that's not good. I apologize again I'll be right back. Nope, came right back this time. Okay. What are you going to do? Top of the fourth, Michael Busch would hit a 2-run home run, his 5th of the season for the Cubs. Just a great season so far by him. Just a great job. And then in the bottom of the 6th, Jorge Polanco, would hit a 2-run home run for the Mariners to make it 3-2, but nothing would end up coming with that, as they would end up losing the game 3-2 still, so the comeback would not be in full. For the Mariners, they had Luis Castillo on the mound, who went 6 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, and 9 strikeouts. So a nice bounce-back start by him. It's been a really interesting start to the season for him. Not great whatsoever, so definitely a nice bounce-back start by him against this good Cubs offense. For the Cubs, they have Javier Assad on the mound, who went 5 2/3, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk, and 6 strikeouts. You know, the only runs came from that Jorge Polanco home run, so you could argue he just made one bad pitch and had a good start overall. So, yeah, good start, and just good job by him. The next game we have on the agenda here is going to be Cardinals Diamondbacks. Bottom 5 here, we had Jace Peterson hitting a sacrifice fly to make it 1-0 Arizona. Then Jake McCarthy would hit an RBI double to make it 2-0 Arizona. Keeping the scoring up for them. And then in the bottom of the 5th, still, you'd have Corbin Carroll hitting an RBI single to make it 4-0, and a wild pitch by Andre Palante would score Ketel Marte to make it 5-0 Arizona. So all came in that one inning, and just a killer inning for the Cardinals. They had Miles Michaelis on the mound, who, you guessed it, was not good, going 4 2/3, giving up 4 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 5.82 ERA in the season. He has not been good, and I didn't think he'd be good, so not really a big surprise there. For the Diamondbacks, they did have Zach Gallen going 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts, giving up a 1.64 ERA. So, yeah, a really strong start by him against his former organization and the team he grew up rooting for. Zach Gallen grew up a Cardinals fan. So, great start by him, and amazing start to the season by him already. So, yeah, one of the best pitchers in baseball, showing why he is that. Next game we do have is Padres-Dodgers, another divisional matchup, of course, a rivalry in today's day and age. Manny Machado would hit a solo home run, his fourth of the season, to make it 1-0 against his former team. Bottom of the 4th, Will Smith would hit his RBI single to Jackson Merrill to make it 1-1. Then Max Muncy would hit a 2-run home run to make it 3-1. Los Angeles in the bottom of the 4th. Top 6, Luis Campusano would get one of the runs back, hitting into a ground ball, hitting into a double play with a ground ball, but getting a run on the board with it to make it 3-2. Then Jackson Merrill would hit an RBI single to tie up the game at 3-3. Then the big blow would come with Jurickson Profar hitting an RBI double to make it 6-3 San Diego against the rival Dodgers and the team that called him irrelevant. So, great job for answering back by him. For the Dodgers, they had James Paxton on the mound, who was decent, going 5 innings, giving up 3 hits, 3 earned runs, giving up 8 walks, which is crazy. 8 walks. I mean, yes, only 3 earned runs, but you do not want to give up 8 walks. So that was, insane. Looking at Paxton's whip now because of the walks, his whip now is 1.50, so definitely not what you want. And for the Padres, they did have Yu Darvish going, who went 5 innings, giving up 4 hits and 3 earned runs. So, not a horrible start, but only 5 innings. You definitely want him to go deeper into the game. So, yeah. All right, that was our second segment, talking about the NL games of yesterday. We'll be going into our third segment, which is going to be talking about Spencer Strider and his injury, him being out for the year. So, we'll be talking about that, and I'll be giving my 2 cents on it. So, we're going to break, and we'll see you after that. So, thanks. Bye.